Hello, everyone.
That was pleasant. Hell yeah. You're what I'm thankful for.
The best
All right,
one.
I'll
Thank you,
reshare and
Aaron.
I can probably just kick it off.
All right.
Okay, so as you can see by the headline, why AI can't move forward without DEI. Um, it's obviously been a huge push at our agency, across the nation, across the world, and for good reason. So it's a good article that basically goes into historically why these algorithms, start to break down and why they don't work as intended, and a lot of it is racial bias. There were a couple interesting examples down here that I want to just highlight. One is at a hospital where the hospital algorithm is actually telling nurses to take care of, prioritizing healthier, whiter patients over sicker Black patients who needed more attention. An AI-powered software piloted to predict high areas of crime turned out to actually be tracking, high minority places, regardless of the crime rate. So it's kind of grim to think about, but with the scale of AI and machine learning and how pervasive it will be in, a few years even, I think now is the time to bake these considerations in, and truly be. It's in the root of the word, be considerate when developing, algorithms. Not that I'm a machine learning dev or an AI dev, but
So all of you out there who are developing the algorithms,
they're watching. I know they are.
Aaron, Kevin,
Definitely, Aaron and Kevin are creating so many AIs constantly.
It goes beyond development, I guess, right? Just the whole consideration, the whole DE&I efforts. And I'm proud to be working at a place that takes it extremely seriously. So interesting share.
That is interesting and sad and scary.
Yeah, reading through, there's even more of those statistics down here. I don't even want to go through them, but it's very, very eye-opening at least. So next up, Twitch got bought by Amazon. This was probably like 5 or 6 years ago, and Amazon advertising is a very big publisher of online ads. So during quarantine, I say recently, like the past 6 months or so, they've opened up their Twitch inventory for ads to their broader Amazon repository. So what that means is people who are watching Twitch are seeing a much more broader, and not like hyper specific to gaming, or like here's the stick of RAM that's really cool that you'd like it's more generic, I guess, more broad. So within the past month or so, Twitch has been rolling out different types of ad content. So they were hitting pre-rolls really hard. They started doing mid-rolls, which people didn't like very much. Basically, the creator has no control over when this is shown or what they show. It just kind of pops off in the middle of a stream, which can be a little jarring. But a couple days ago, they launched what they call multiplayer ads. And basically, what this means is the content creator can choose when they kick off this multiplayer ad. So instead of it being super jarring, they can kind of like ease their audience into it and say, hey, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to, put on this ad. So it takes people less by surprise, and hopefully they're a little bit warmer to it. But basically, instead of each ad being hyper targeted to, like, I would get, a new set of skis ad or something, whereas, Jake would get a Taylor Swift ad, etc. I don't know. They're targeted, right? But this multiplayer ad is generic. So all, a couple thousand people see the exact same ad at the exact same time. And then afterwards, I don't know much about this, but it looks like there's a poll of some sort that can either get information on, Twitch as a platform, or bad that was played. So maybe just to help Twitch get a little bit more information about how their ads are being perceived.
And that's cool too, because I like how it shows that with more votes, then you'll actually be giving bits to the creator of the channel, which is
Yeah.
gonna entice anybody watching to obviously like cast a vote because they want to support their streamer that they like. So that's
For free,
awesome.
right? They're
That's a
not actually
really,
handing
really
over
good
money.
idea.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, obviously it's a money grab for, Twitch and Amazon's side to produce more commercial content than, streaming content, but I think it's an interesting way to integrate a little bit interactivity with the advertising. So something to keep an eye out. I don't know if maybe we can create an ad that caters to this specifically. It could be interesting to think about, like call out certain streamers and be like, oh, their chat's gonna hate this kind of thing. I think it'd be interesting to play around with.
Totally. Very cool.
I've pretty much hit everything else up here. Yeah, that's all I got today.
All right. Well, thank you, man. That's some good stuff.
All right. Let's see what I got. It's always like a fun exercise on Friday morning to go back through your links from the week and try to like remember what you thought you were going to share on Friday and like relearn everything.
Tell me about it.
So I mostly just have, some good resources and some inspiration. This, we may have shared some similar types of resources. I know we've talked about these UX laws, but there's some pretty simple principles that you can sort of apply to any design, not just web design. And they just kind of go into the psychology of user experience and how user behavior works and how it's affected. So you can kind of go in and look at all of the design laws, like the more options that you give a user, like the longer it'll take them to make a decision. So that's why you don't want to give them all 25 options to build this car. You want to start with, okay, here's your 4 color options, and then, okay, here's this next option, and kind of walk them through it. There's some other ones that I really liked. This one, my own personal law, that states that users spend more time on other websites, so they expect yours to work in the same way. So I think sometimes, we try to be, we're a different website. We made this brand new way to open up the menu. Users don't like that. They're spending most times on other websites where, the burger menu is in a corner. And so if we try to put it in this newfangled symbol in the center of the screen where you move your cursor around, you really have to weigh the pros and cons of, are users in the mindset for a new immersive experience, or do they just want to figure out, where the store locator is? So these are some good things to keep in mind just when designing and when, evaluating designs as well. The site also has some interesting articles that are, if you have some downtime, interesting to go through. But I think the UX laws are kind of the important ones, and they're also really easy and digestible to look at. So that's UX Toast. I also found this Twitter Inspiration Handbook, and it sort of started off, it was just this guy who, I'm not sure if he was like a copywriter, worked in some sort of marketing, and just on his own had been keeping this Google Doc of screenshots of really effective marketing tweets that he had found, just so that he could go back and reference. And then he finally realized, I've got enough of this that it could really turn into a resource for other people. So you can see all of the different categories there are, but these are just, again, you don't click through, there's not like a big library. This is just, something that one guy put together. But for those of us who are maybe less familiar with Twitter and that audience, or just, you're writing copy or you're trying to come up with what's the video, what's the asset that goes with this ad. These are just some good things to scroll through to give yourself some inspiration, since these you can see performed really well from other brands, 6.1 thousand likes. So here's, how to give a quick tip if we were doing like a friendship dairies, quick tips. That's how that is. How to start a thread, which is something that they do a lot on Twitter. Memes, self-explanatory, quick reactions. So again, this is just really interesting because there's definitely different personalities on different social media websites, and what the copy that works on Facebook is maybe not going to land so well on Twitter. and maybe not going to land so well on Instagram. I actually saw a funny tweet the other day. Um, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Instagram has changed and it's horrible now. Um, so they changed it to where people aren't liking it and they're moving the platform. And someone on Twitter had said, I feel bad for all the Instagram influencers because they're not going to be able to make it on Twitter. It's a different audience and they just can't cut it over here. So it's just sort of a good reminder that different platforms have different thoughts. So I thought this is interesting. And then my last one, sort of similar to Twitter inspiration, is just niceads.co. You can see Facebook ads from the top 30,000 Shopify stores, see how they performed. So if we go in, let's say food and beverage, since we do a lot of work there, it'll show you what the copy was, what the image used was, and then how the brand is performing on Facebook specifically. So sort of the same thing as Twitter, but it's just for Facebook. And you can already see like this stuff looks completely different. This is a little more designed. It's a little more thoughtful, more professional, if you will. And then on Twitter, it's like, animations and people having fun and, lots of emojis and things like that. Then you go back to Facebook and it's more salesy, more professional. So just kind of goes to show that writing one set of copy and picking one set of images and deploying across all tactics maybe isn't the way to go. So that's all I've got.
That's awesome.
Really cool
Thanks,
resources. Man. I like those.
Do what I can.
That's craziness. All right, let me see if I can hopefully maybe share my window. We'll give it a shot.
See, Aaron in the chat says, nothing I hate more than innovative websites.
Agreed,
Couldn't have said
Aaron.
it better myself. There will be no innovation.
Yeah, that's why we just
bear to proofread.
You hover your mouse over in this direction, you'll see this piece of copy pop up. And if you just read that and let us know.
Proof the radial menu.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, please no. That was fine back in the day when, when we all made Flash websites and everything was a free for all, but not now. Okay, I'm just going to share something really quickly, which is just kind of a cool way to showcase how people can interact with each other without necessarily knowing that they're interacting with each other. So this is a shortwave radio that is located in the University of Twente, perhaps? I don't know how to pronounce that. It's in the Netherlands. I'm going to start the audio for a second just so you can hear this, but it does not sound pretty, so I apologize. Okay, so this is, let's see. Oh, nobody's playing with it right now. I think they're all asleep, actually. So this is a, let's see, do this. This is an actual radio unit, as you can see in this picture here. And the way that this is all hooked up is that we can control all of the different things on it. So let's see. Right now there's actually 444 users on here. Every single person is controlling this at the same time. So every single person is basically just playing with it and enjoying and having fun and tweaking it and whatnot. And it's really, really cool to see all of these people all at once and what they're actually doing. So it has different, like the waveforms that they've recorded to kind of showcase how it's happened over time, how the people have interacted with it, the different sounds and the different things that they've actually made with it. And it's just a really, really cool way of showcasing all of this intricate data and showing all of these people who are in here playing with it and every little micro interaction that they have. And it's just awesome and weird and cool. Wow. Oh,
That's amazing.
It's so cool,
are they
yeah.
actually physically controlling it?
Physically controlling it, yes. And it's just awesome to think that, like, yeah, there's this little machine that looks to be about the size of like a Raspberry Pi in this place in the Netherlands, and right now there's 446 people playing with it. It's just
I
it's
love
just
that. I
so
love
cool.
the intersection of like the physical and the digital, but that you can control it online. Sort of reminds me of, I don't know if you saw, there was a similar, like it was like a live feed of this mechanical robot that automatically, every time Trump tweeted, it would print out the tweet and then it would set it on fire. And you could like
Yes.
see it happen.
Yes.
This is like a bot that
Yes.
was set up, and you could see it like print out on this little receipt paper, and then the little robot arm would like strike a match and it would just like set it on fire.
Yes.
It's
Wasn't
amazing.
there was another one too where they did it where it would print directly into like a paper shredder? So it would just immediately shred it. I don't know. It's funny.
I love that.
So yeah, I mean like this is here's I'll raise the volume a little bit so you can experience the weirdness, but and this is all just like this is just us playing with it and fine-tuning frequencies and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. Something to play with, something to have fun with, and to know that you're interacting with something in the freaking Netherlands.
The freaking Netherlands.
When you're searching for connection, just know that you can control a radio with someone else.
Totally. So I mean that's it for me. So yes, eBent, totally a white noise generator. You can turn it on, fall asleep to it if you want. I don't know if your wife will appreciate it, but you could try.
Might change unpredictably over the night.
Just yeah, right, exactly.
That's hilarious.
Awesome. Well,
Cool.
I mean,
Well, that's all we got.
I think that's it. So, thank you guys for coming to another Big Byte. We hope
Quite a
you guys
small
have a
bite.
wonderful weekend.
That's right.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, that's it. Cheers.
All right.
Enjoy.
Friday.
And we'll see you soon.
Take it easy.